the peak is the maximum of the wave, and a trough is the minimum of the wave. The node is where the wave is at zero or is not moving. We can explain vibrational modes by using a trampoline. So if you have a person on a trampoline and they're just standing there, they're still. But if you have a person jumping on a trampoline, they have to charge up, so that's the trough of the wave. Right? And then you have that person pushes off the trampoline and jumps up. So you can see that the person starts here, goes down, and then goes up, similar to that of our wave here. So now you can take that person and give them a friend. So two people on a trampoline jumping. Let's say one person jumps first. So this guy is charging up and he's ready to lift off the trampoline. This guy's staying still. If you've ever done this on a trampoline, it's a lot of fun. So after this guy jumps up, this guy gets ready to jump. When this guy jumps down, a force goes across the trampoline, pushing this guy up into the air. Awesome, right? Well, now you can take this and add even more people. So let's look at this from a top-down view. Here's your trampoline. Here's one guy, and here's another guy. So one guy jumps, and this guy depresses in, and when this guy depresses in, this guy jumps. And they share energy. But if you add more people, let's say 4 people, you can do exactly the same thing. So these two guys can depress, and these two guys can jump, and then when these two guys land, these two guys can jump, and they share energy. So that's what gives you the boost on a trampoline. But if you add a 4th person,
Fifth.
or a 5th person, this guy depresses, and all these guys jump all at the same time. Then these guys land. When this guy jumps, he'll have a much greater energy and have a much greater height than these 3 guys. And so it gets you to modes, or those graphs that would be, or an array that would be like this, where you have one here, one here, one here, and one here, and let's say 1 is the peak, right? And then you have this guy who would be -1, right? Because he's getting ready to jump. And if you can take this and visualize it as a wave, you can see that there's a peak here, a peak here, a peak here, a peak here, and then a trough. So if you looked at it from another view, it would look this is -1, this is 1, and this is 1. So these guys are jumping while this guy is depressing. And then when these guys land, it happens the other way. I think that's all. Right? Do I explain it? Should I explain
Do you have
it?
anything more to say?
You can add like a 30-second thing we can cut into. I guess, no, I think that's good. What were you going to say?
I mean, how else should I explain vibration? Oh, when you can add frequency to change the modes. You can also have 3 people depressed and 2 people jump, and that's how you get different modes using different frequencies. You can have people landing at different times and people jumping at different times, right? And you get a different frequency in your wave. If you look over here, you can see many different examples of this. Just imagine this as the trampoline, and you can see these are the people jumping, and these are the people landing. The green is the people landing, and the purple is the people jumping. And you can see this with, let's say, 9 people, or 4 people, 2 people, and that is how modes work.
So by changing the amount of people jumping along an axis, we're changing the frequency along the x versus y axes,
Exactly.
thus making different modes.
Right. What else? Is there anything else that
That last part actually wrapped it up really well.
That's it?
Okay, cut.